Welcome to my kitchen. I'm so glad you're here because we're making a plant-based milk almond. Let's get started. So I have my almonds here. They are raw. They are not roasted. Don't confuse that. They need to be raw. And I'm just adding the water. And when you're adding the water, you have to ensure that the nuts are underneath. So the water needs to cover the nuts. And I just wrap mine with saran wrap and let it sit. So after 4 good hours, I finally was ready to blend. So I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like. Here, the water looked a little dirty, but it was the color from the skin of the almonds. So guys, I am just adding this to my high-speed blender, and I don't know what it's gonna look like if you use a regular blender to blend it, but high-speed blender is where it's at. So if you don't have one, definitely go get one because your life will never be the same. So all I'm doing here is just adding that to the blender and we're getting ready to blend. So I first pulsed the almonds, and the reason is to break them apart, and this is why you need to soak your nuts so that your machine is not overworking. You know what I mean? So once I was done pulsing it, I used the high speed to blend it because now it was easier for my machine to milk the nut. I don't know if that sounds weird, but to basically extract the milk from the nut. So I blended for quite a while because I'm like, we need to get all the juices, all the milk out of this almond. So I feel like I could have stopped, but I was just going. I don't know, maybe I'm just excited about my blender. If you watch my last video or my 2 previous videos, you know that I just got this blender, so I'm using it to do everything and anything. Let me know, guys, do you have a blender, a high-speed blender? Do you think it's necessary in the kitchen? Please subscribe to my channel, guys. I have loads of videos coming your way, so I don't want you to miss out. So please hit that subscribe button, like my video, comment, share, tell everybody you know about this recipe. So guys, look at this milk. At first I'm like, I don't even need to strain it. Like, it looked so good. The blender did an amazing job blending every single particle. So I have my nut milk bag. I don't know what this bag is called, but I use it for anything that calls for straining. So I'm just passing that through my bag. So I poured everything. I made sure that there was no child left behind. And as you can see, the liquid is making its way out already. And unlike oat milk, that I would recommend letting it sit so it doesn't slime up. Almond milk is the opposite. You don't need to let it sit, so you can just squeeze your life away. So I'll just squeeze it. And I also noticed when I made my oat milk, it had less pulp, but the almond has more pulp, more fiber, I guess. I don't know, but yes, it has more pulp. So it was really nice to squeeze the milk, and I noticed that the milk was very thick. Not very thick, but it was creamy. That's the word. It was creamy. I could have kept going, but at this point I'm like, think I got all the juices. I was trying to make sure that I got the same amount of water that I added, but I think I was like an ounce behind my goal. But guys, take a look at the pulp. So this is why I recommend a high-speed blender, because it does wonders. Look at that. It literally powdered the heck out of that almond. Like I was looking for a coarse texture, but it killed it. So I don't know what you guys use your pulp for, but this guy is going into my banana bread. Yes, you heard me right. It's gonna be banana almond bread. But yeah, I'm gonna add that to my flour to make my banana bread, or if you want to make smoothie with it or whatever have you, but I am not wasting the fiber. So look at the milk here. It was so nice and creamy, and I'm gonna show you what that looks like. I believe you can use this as a coffee creamer. You can use it to do whatever you want to do with it. I really love how, like, it's not too runny, but it has a substance to it. I don't know if I make any sense, but it's not too like watery. Maybe it's because of the water to nut ratio that I used. So yeah, I added 2 cups of water in the beginning, and I almost got 2 cups of milk out of it. I guess I should have just kept squeezing. But guys, this is my favorite part. I just love pouring the milk in the glass jar or bottle. But please check out my video that I'm going to link to the screen, my oat milk. And I want you to try that and let me know what you think about it. So for me, I am an oat fanatic. I never knew I would say this, but I think I like almond milk. I really like it compared to the oat milk that I made. This has to be my favorite. I just love the taste. And if you want to sweeten it, you can add your natural sweetener, but I love it just this way. Bye-bye.